Hello, and thank you for joining us this evening on our webinar of the Ashby, Ivanhoe and Ibstock collaboration of schools. We thought that this was a prime opportunity to introduce you to the three head teachers of the schools in your local area, and also myself. My name is Nicola Koncharovich, and I'm the Director of Education for the Life Multi Academy Trust for the schools in this particular region. The aim of all three schools is, of course, to ensure a high quality education for all of those young people in our care. But we can't do that without parental support. And we are all really keen on making sure that there is regular communication regarding the choices available for your schooling for your child. It's important that you understand that the three secondary schools collaborate together, and more than ever, now we're all part of the same multi-academy trust, we can share that expertise across the three schools to make sure that whichever school your child goes to, they have a great experience. But it's important that you understand where the vision and the values of the three head teachers come from and how they are really passionate about the schools that they lead. So during this session, I'm going to introduce you to the three head teachers. While you're watching their presentations, there's an opportunity for you to submit any questions that you might already have regarding choice for your child. You can submit those by entering your question onto the chat on the Teams event. Now, those won't be seen to everybody, but we maybe have an opportunity at the end for the head teachers to respond to some of those questions. If we don't get around to all of them, then of course we will produce a frequently asked questions document to engage you with over the next few months. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to our three head teachers.
Hello and welcome to Year 5 Parents. I'm Alison Alford and I'm the head teacher at Ivanhoe College. One of the things that we're really good at Ivanhoe is transitioning students from Year 6 into Year 7 and beyond, because we've been an 11 to 14 school for very many years, as you know. So usually we take 330 students into Year 7. The brilliant thing about the new format in Ashby will mean that we can accept smaller year groups. Even with 330, we managed to give Year 7, 8 and 9 a fantastic experience. So one of the things that's really positive about Ivanhoe is that once a student arrives in Year 7, even from a very small primary school, it feels like a very positive climate to go into. And one of the things I discover when I go to primary schools, and I've talked to every single Year 6 this year, is that they have certain worries that we can dissipate straight away. So what are you worried about? You're worried about getting lost in a bigger building. So what I always say to them is, if I talk to my Year 7s now, and I say, do you remember being worried about arriving at secondary school? And they will laugh and feel a bit embarrassed, because actually after 2 or 3 weeks in the Ivanhoe building, it does not feel like a big building. We are a school, as you can see from the statement on screen, that likes students to share their opinions, and we expect them not to be afraid of that. So that will feel like it has done in Year 6, where we welcome every single child's opinion and we want them to be talkative and engaged in their learning. At Ivanhoe, we offer a very broad and balanced curriculum. Everybody tries all subjects, but one of the big differences you will see is that when you reach secondary school, you don't just have one teacher like in Year 6, you have 12 different teachers, and that can be quite a worry to start with. But what you'll soon learn is that moving from subject to subject, and when you start to get some choice over subjects, when you're in Year 8 and Year 9, you can start to pick some of the subjects that you really, really like. We have fantastic facilities. So all our design rooms, you can see here in front of you, you've got the resistant materials room, we have food technology, we have graphics, we have control. So when you come to Ivanhoe, you have a choice of 7 different design subjects, and every child will have a go at those on a rotation. So that will feel very different than being in Year 6 at primary school, but it's one of the things that's exciting to moving into secondary school. One of the things that you'll find amazing as a parent when your child moves to secondary school is the way they negotiate all the different subject areas, and they'll start to see their strengths and the subject subjects that they prefer amongst all others. We have computing suites. We have 4 different computing suites across the school, so that will be an area where you will see a change in the amount of technology that you will find in a secondary school. We have a broad and balanced curriculum, so as well as academic subjects, you also get to try things like music and drama and media and a wide range of PE options as well. Look at that fantastic picture. That's Sports Day. It's a big event at Ivanhoe. We expect everyone to take part, and it's one of the ways that we promote healthy lifestyles. We know, of course, that learning doesn't just take place in the classroom. So one of the things that we're very successful at Ivanhoe is the experiences and trips that we run outside the classroom. So an example here in front of you is the Year 7 Camp Out. It's a fantastic trip, but we also run trips to London and other outward bound courses across the year. Although I've talked this evening about what's different about being in a secondary school, there's a lot of things that are the same actually. So we have high expectations of behaviour, of working hard, we'll be checking progress, we'll be doing parents' evenings. So although it is a big decision to make when you decide to choose a school to be in Year 7, you'll also have lots of familiarity with the way that schools work, and your child will still be focused on their learning, and we're all looking at making the maximum amount of progress in the time that you're with us at school. At Ivanhoe, there's lots of different ways to learn. You can see in front of you, you've got some group work going on. This is a languages classroom. So at Ivanhoe, we offer 3 different languages. We offer Spanish, we offer German, and we offer French. You can see from all the photos I've shown you this evening that standards of uniform are very, very high, and that will feel a bit different than at primary school in that you will be wearing a blazer and a shirt and a tie. But I actually think students actually quite enjoy it. They feel very proud of the way they look, and it's part of moving into the secondary stage of education. One of the strengths of Ivanhoe, one of the things we're proudest of, is our house system. So when your child is placed in a tutor group, they're also placed in a house. So air, earth, fire and water. We're hugely competitive, and part of our competitiveness is to do with house points and rewards and attendance. So all the things that are really important about making a successful school are part of our house system. And the original house system came from our students, and this was their student vision. These were the house names that they chose, and these were the phrases that went with them. So part of what we do at Ivanhoe is, although we're quite a big school, you are in a much smaller family group, which is within the house system. So that's one of the things that really provides the nurture and the care that they will need as they come to us. You may have heard of this before, but the way we do things here is the Ivanhoe way. So it's a phrase that all students know. So it's really simple, WAY. So with the right attitude, attending every day, you will succeed. So the right attitudes means being kind, being thoughtful, helping others out, working hard in class. And that's something that you know your child has been doing already in Year 5 and Year 6 next year, and they will continue to do that when they're in Year 7. I think what I'm most positive about as we go forward with the new makeup of choosing your school in Ashby is that all students and parents are going to be winners here, because we're going for smaller year groups. That's at Ivanhoe, at Ibstock and Ashby. So therefore, in terms of the care for your child, it will mean a much more personalised experience, whichever school you choose. So final couple of slides from me. I am very excited to welcome your child at Ivanhoe College. We will give them the best possible care. We are a bigger school, yes, than what they're used to, but you'll get the same level of care, and it's just organised in a different way. When they arrive with us, they will have a tutor who will be their first port of call. They will be in a house, they will have a head of progress. So although it will feel like a bigger school, it really isn't, because the systems will allow us to make sure that your child makes maximum progress. And I'm going to end with one final slide, and it's a statement from a Year 7 pupil. So one of the worries that your children will have, won't they, is about making new friends, is about a new environment. But if you can see, this student has said, I was nervous at first, but as I got to know all the new teachers and students, I started to feel more confident and started to make new friends. And that's what we wish for all our children, don't we? So it's been really lovely to talk to you. You can contact me directly at any time, and have a lovely rest of the evening. Thank you.
Good evening, I'm Dr Jude Mellor and I'm the Head Teacher Designate for Ashby School. Ashby is a school with a really proud history, and that history is built around a number of key values. Firstly, that students are empowered to learn. We want students who are really able to access the curriculum that's right for them and can take every opportunity to build their successful future. And that leads into our second value, that anything is possible. We want students to be aspirational for their future, wherever that may take them. And within that, we have 3 vision statements for our students: to show respect, to accept responsibility, and to build resilience. So they have the tools that they need to face whatever challenges life might throw at them. Ashby is currently a 14 to 18 school, but we're so excited to be welcoming our first Year 7 students in September 2022, and that's why I'm talking to you today. Currently our students arrive in Year 10, mainly from Ibstock and Ivanhoe, and they spend their Key Stage 4 mainly on the Nottingham Road campus, before many of them stay into our sixth form provision, which is based predominantly on the Leicester Road campus, though you do see some movements between the campus to make sure that we can access the best possible facilities for students so they can really enjoy and love their curriculum learning. We're so excited about the opportunity to welcome your 11-year-olds into our school and for Ashby to become a really inspirational 11 to 18 all through school. One of the things about Ashby School is that it's much bigger than the schools that you will be used to at the moment, and I appreciate that for students who've been in primary schools that will feel like a really big change. We're really committed to helping students to find their way around our school and to be really comfortable in that space. Of course, size brings many advantages to a school as well, and we have some fantastic facilities that your young people will be able to use. In the area of PE, such as the rugby pitch, the 4 badminton court sports hall, we have a swimming pool on site, but also in the arts, where we have our lecture theatre, where we can put on productions, dedicated art rooms, and also a fantastic set of design facilities. We've also got facilities to support students outside of learning, and our library is a beautiful space full of fantastic books. I'm so excited to be able to share that with the students that I work with, but also different areas to eat in, a different catering option in different areas, and lots of outdoor spaces that students can utilise when hopefully the sun is shining. Curriculum isn't just about the subjects that students study in the classroom, it's about their whole experience of schooling. And we're really pleased that Ashby's been able to offer so many opportunities to students in the past and will continue to do so into the future. For example, the sports clubs that they're able to run, both in terms of students having opportunity to experience sports, but also to compete in sports. And we've seen some real successes in those areas. For example, the boys under 16 hockey team going to the national finals in London in 2019, and we were so proud of them and their achievements. It also means that we can do things like theatre productions, and our production of Chicago in 2019 was a real smash. Some of the other areas, though, are things like Duke of Edinburgh, where students really get to showcase the breadth and depth of their talents, looking at different areas within that qualification. And then some opportunities to do something completely different. The ski trip that runs to Europe or across to North America, and also those overseas trips. And we know that students will be really excited about the opportunities to broaden their curriculum and broaden their school experience that those will offer. One of the things that makes secondary school so very, very different from primary school is the fact that in primary school you do predominantly have one teacher for all of your lessons, and of course at secondary school you move around a little bit more. But we're really committed to making sure that you have that continuity, that friendly face, that person that you get to know really well, both as students but also for yourselves as parents. And form tutors are working with students throughout their 5 years in our 11 to 16 vision. We know that isn't always possible. We know people retire. We know that people move on to different positions. But wherever we can, we absolutely hope to maintain that continuity of care. Those form tutors will be supported by a year team leader who your students will also get to know really well, and we'll be there to support them with any concerns they have, with any challenges they're facing, and just be there to support them in whatever they choose to do while they're with us at Ashby. They're people who are focused on you, who want you to be successful in our school. Our school is only successful as a reflection of you, and so, you know, we have to put our all into making you as happy and as comfortable and as safe in your learning spaces as we can. To support that, you will be hearing and seeing a lot more of us across the next academic year as we seek to support your transition, and then as we induct you into Ashby School and the great future that it holds for you. One of the big things that you might also be worried about is the routines of learning that you're going to need to adopt when you have to move from an English classroom to a maths classroom and a maths classroom to a design classroom. And again, that's very different from primary. And we have lots of people here to help you with that, and lots of induction activities and transition activities to help prepare you for that change. It's something your Year 6 teachers will talk to you about a lot over the next year, how to get yourself what we call secondary ready. Because secondary can feel a little bit scary, but it's such an exciting opportunity. And we absolutely committed to making sure that you have everything at your disposal that you need to be as successful as you can possibly be in every area of our curriculum. I so look forward to being able to meet so many of you face to face, and I wish you a really, really lovely summer holiday.
Good evening, my name is Sophie Williams and I'm the head teacher at Ibstock Community College. It is my pleasure to speak to you this evening, and I really truly understand how important this decision is that you're making regarding your child's secondary education, and exciting and particularly more challenging this year because of the 3 schools all going through age range change. You know, really what a choice you've got. So really I'm pleased to be here to talk to you about Ibstock Community College. So when you choose Ibstock for your child, they're going to begin with us a 5-year journey. And I cannot tell you how excited we all are at Ibstock at the prospect of welcoming them, supporting them through both academically and pastorally, all the way through to their GCSEs. We can actually keep them past Year 9. That's something we're really excited about. We are a caring, friendly and inclusive school whose success is built from a wonderful team of staff with a clear focus on learning and on treating students as individuals. At Ibstock, we know our students really well, a benefit of being a relatively small secondary school with approximately 600 on roll. And it means that relationships between staff and students are formed quickly, which helps to support a smooth induction into Year 7. And going forward from that, there's a wide team of staff on hand to offer care, support and guidance for all students throughout their time at Ibstock. Form tutors, pastoral managers and adult mentors offer care for students with a focus, with our focus being on student wellbeing, and faculty leaders, subject teachers, teaching assistants, all support academic progress for students, whatever their starting point. At Ibstock, we are proud of the relationships built on trust that we have with so many of our families, the families that we serve. Community is so important to us. It's in our name, of course. So we see real value in collaboration, particularly with our primary schools, to ensure that we're working together to ensure seamless continuity in the education of our children. Our relationships are built on trust and a clear focus on the best outcomes for all. Working closely with Ivanhoe and Ivanhoe College and Ashby School is second nature, and we'll continue to share our expertise and to learn from each other with the common goal of offering world-class education for all children living in this area. It's really important for us at Ibstock to celebrate all achievement in all its forms, and we're proud of the extracurricular provision available to students joining Ibstock Community College. We make sure we make full use of our facilities, including our all-weather pitch and swimming pool, and our well-maintained campus provides safe and secure learning environment for all of our students. Many students take up additional music lessons or join one of a number of bands, orchestras, as well as vocal harmony or drama club. And there's a variety of cross-curricular trips, both locally, day trips, residentials in the UK, trips abroad with cross-curricular links that really provide enrichment for all of our students. In addition, our students needing extra academic support are able to spend time in the Hive, completing academic work, interventions to support progress, or just enjoying some time in the sensory garden. We believe that success is possible for all students, and at Ibstock, of course, we have extremely high expectations of academic progress for all. This is achieved through our 5-year curriculum, which is knowledge rich and is designed to build upon the robust foundations set at primary school, developing mastery then through years 7 to 9. We're proud of our curriculum, and it allows children to flourish, whatever their starting point, through engaging, challenging lessons taught by expert teachers. As a school, we have a clear focus on reading and its importance, with the library at the heart of our school. We acknowledge that reading is key to academic success, as well as broadening horizons, developing imagination and creativity. By the time our students reach year 9 and are considering their options for GCSE, they will have a clear understanding of their own strengths. Supported by their teachers, this is going to allow them to make appropriate choices for the future. Through our PSHE and careers education, they will know themselves, what they want from life, and what they need to do to achieve their personal goals. Our respect standards are at the heart of everything that we do. These are a scaffold for our students to become those well-rounded, good citizens of the world that we want them to be. Our aim is to develop them into resilient, independent learners who leave us with superb qualifications, excellent communication skills, and the self-confidence, vision and understanding to be successful and happy in a fast-changing world. Thank you for listening this evening. Really look forward to meeting you all very soon.